Good evening. Welcome everyone to the Two-Edged Sword. I'm your guest, La'Tanya Moore-Newsome, your host, rather. We got guests, right? I think I need to be guest for somebody's show then. To the right, we have co-host Ashley Moore. Hey, Ashley. It's good to have you back, right, Fox?
She back.
To the left, we have
Super DJ extraordinaire, K. Fox Moore. My man, that's the wrong last name. Okay, fine.
And then next to Fox, we have
It's your boy Jab McFly, all the way from College Park, Georgia.
Booty, rockin' that. I swear, like, even before I moved here, that was when I heard College Park, that automatically comes in my head, right? So tonight, we're going to have Jabba, he's going to
Jab
perform.
McFly.
Yeah, come on up here. Yeah, let Ashley do it, right?
It said jump right on up there.
Okay, so we're back at it again, all the way from College Park, Georgia, with Team Calculator, Jab McFly, will stay down. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Give us your social media while we're getting in.
Oh, yeah. Tune in, tap in with me, man. Mr. McFly.
Make sure that camera follows him.
That's right, Mr. McFly 82. Yeah, make sure that thing follows you. But hey, y'all know how it is. Y'all know how you get in a relationship. Then you finally get out of it because they want down for you. Then you finally move on. And then after you move on, that's when they want to call back.
That's the retrograde.
But like I always say, man, this shit goes down the road. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it moving. Yeah.
Baby, gave a word to you, baby. Yeah, I saw the red flag, but I wasn't fooling, baby. Gave me some blues, baby. I gave you the truth. Feeling like you dreamed of the love, but I had it back. Yeah, on another level, fine dresses for the devil. Probably different lava, baby, hotter than the summer. Man, I should have been in left, but can't get milk on my own. Not the problem, man. I should have listened to my mama. I'm the baby ball, I'm out the park, I'm cold with it. When the shit is raising me, out my way to place to be. No way, no replacing me. Pack the shit and burn the sheets. Get your way, but all you keep. Like the early for the streets. You say that you need me, you love me, but how when you didn't even stay around? No, you did not stay down at all. I done tried all I can try. Leave me alone, ain't no call back. Baby girl just fall back, calling me straight back to back. You just so happy to be here stalking when we call that. I'm so glad my transportation, they do not require will. I require higher standards than that shit you coming with. Yeah, the brothers family good. Passing later players higher than the Himalayas. Please, you can't get to me. Ain't no reverse on this shit. Like a spaceship out of this. Yeah. You say that you need me, you love me, but how when you didn't even stay around? No, you did not stay down at all. You say that you need me, you love me, but how when you didn't even stay around? No, you did not stay down at all.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Y'all should have never what, you know what I'm saying? That's featuring my book, Zito Pavarotti on the vocals, you know what I'm saying? So that's not me singing, but hey, appreciate that, man.
Okay. Once again, give it up for Jab McFly with that. So, I'm sure Ash has some questions for you.
Okay, yeah.
So, So, what made you get up into this music thing?
Oh man, just my passion, you know what I mean? Just, you know, ever since I was a kid, I just always knew I wanted to rap. You know, I wanted to rhyme, I wanted to entertain, so
Okay, that's
follow
what's
my
up.
dream.
So, can you explain tonight's song?
So tonight's song, like I said, you know, when you've been in that one relationship and you giving that relationship your all, but that person ain't really down with you, especially when you're somebody like me who's chasing a dream and they don't really support that. Okay, so that's cool. So you finally move on, but then after you move on, now they want to come back and act like they're down with you. But it's like, man, I'm done now.
I'm good. Yeah, I done made it to the top.
There ain't no reverse on
I
this
can
shit.
dig it. I can dig it. So, go ahead and give us your social media one more time.
Social media is Mr. McFly82. That's Mr. McFly82 on the IG. Tap in, holler at me. All platforms, you know what I'm saying? Tap in, Dad McFly. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you,
Appreciate that,
Sam.
y'all.
This what's up, this what's up. So we're gonna do a quick sponsorship. We're gonna get to the, you know, the Gucci. Gucci. I'm just keep 100. I don't even work with you.
What's up? What's up?
Suppose someone get to Gucci.
What's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Once again, it's a pleasure to do Miss Newsome makeup. Man, she's looking flawless. I did something different this week, y'all. I normally do a cut crease, but this week I did more of a neutral eye with a popping lip. So listen, if you're looking for some great makeup, follow me on Instagram, Lux Dier, that's LUX_DAIRE. You look for a great foundation that's mineral-based, oil-based free, no transfer, waterproof. Hit me up, Gucci LeBron. Follow me, LUX_DAIRE.
How we do the transfer thing? First of all, he's gonna have to get a little more detail because he got me walking out here looking like it's Halloween in a good way. Because remember I was Maleficent for Halloween, so the purple and the green thing, you know, like I kind of followed him on that. So we got to talk about this lip and then do the transfer.
So, well, she said, listen, I'm doing a green and black dress, right? So what I do is I create every look according to what you're wearing. So this is the first time I've done this. So since she has green and black on, I decided to do a black liner with a green lip, and then we smudge it, which we call it ombre, with a little lip gloss on top of it. So there you have it. Oh, okay, there y'all have it.
Your lip? What about the transfer thing? Because actually, I know I didn't. You shouldn't fall asleep with your makeup on. So nice because you be tired Tuesday, and then I wanted to test it. So last Tuesday, I went to sleep with makeup on, and it was not on my pillowcase. So like, girls, like y'all better buy this. You know, you can't be going over homeboy house and have all that shit on his pillow.
I know, right? No transfer. I explained it. No transfer, and it's waterproof, ladies. So if you cry, which you should be crying, but you know, sometimes we have happy tears. So if you cry, your makeup still gonna be right there.
Yeah. So yeah, ladies, hit them up. I'm gonna tell you, I'm pretty difficult when it comes to a lot of things. Makeup is one of them, and so far, like, he the man. He's the man. So hit them up and give me your social media again, and we gonna
That's
see what we gotta do.
LUX_DAIRE. And ladies, remember, tomorrow is not promised, but these brows are.
Okay. That's a good sponsorship to Crown May Spa and Salon.
Yes.
See her throughout the show. We're gonna make sure we give her shout out. So
Ooh.
yeah,
Halloween.
the title. Ugh.
Big title, big title, big
I know,
title.
right?
Big title, big title, big title.
What is it? I think it's like successfully
Crazy.
dealing with conflict.
Handling conflict.
Handling conflict.
To bring you closer.
Yeah. What was it?
Yeah,
Mike,
yeah.
what was the title?
You got the mic, you got the mic, you got the mic. Hey, make sure, hey, why we doing this? Hey, where they follow us at? Where they follow us at?
Yeah, okay.
Two Edge,
What you on now?
where we at?
IG, THE2TWO. Well, actually on IG it's the number 2. Smart has 2. THE number 2 Edge EDGE Sword SWORD. And on Facebook it's the 2 TWO Edge Sword on our Facebook, and also the La'Tanya Moore-Newsome LATANYANEWSOME. Look forward to our second phase, the I Am Her LLC just got confirmed and approved today, so yes, courses is coming soon. Yay!
Congratulations,
Thank
congratulations.
you.
Hey, make sure y'all create watch parties and share this live, please. Share the live.
Share the live.
We appreciate y'all's support. We want to continue to grow, so continue to share your live.
Yeah, okay. So Ashley's gonna hit us out for week. Oh, is that Crown May in here? Listen, y'all, baby, come here. I'm like, that is not my friend. Who is it? I'm looking like, who is this he escorting? Because that does not look like Valencia. Okay? Girl, baby. Come through, boo-boo. I'm scared and mad at you. Boy, what y'all doing later? What y'all doing later? Look beautiful. Look at that shit. Mike. Yeah. All right, guys. And I got this briefly, and let's on the camera. I mentioned May, right? So May, let's give them what we already live. What's going on? Zanis.
Hello.
So a little bit about you, what you got going on.
Okay. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? My name is Valencia, but everybody in the community knows me as V. I am the owner of Crown May Spa and Salon that's located at 112 Stockbridge Road in Jonesboro, Georgia. We are a full-day spa. We offer everything from waxing, makeup, foot detox, massages. The only thing we don't do is nails.
I got the hookup for that, though.
So, exactly. So I got that. I got a lot of, I understand that there's a lot of commotion with natural feminine products. So I have a line for that too that's called Protect Her Body Essentials. And you can follow me on IG at Crown May Spa and Salon. And you can just hit the link tree, and the link tree will show you all the different websites.
All right. So, listen, women, I know we generally had JG. So we don't have to go all the way to Duluth, and I live in there for JG. We can do like support Crown May Spa Salon, right? And those bee stings. I mean, like, I know a lot of y'all need, like, the bee stings are
every woman, I don't know why every woman feels they don't need it.
Take care of the yoni. Like,
every woman needs it.
She should be right and tight, right?
Exactly.
So, let's get that. Yeah, let's get them bee stings popping. She needs rejuvenating, right?
Exactly.
Right, it's the PowerPoint. So there's something that you have a talent that I wanted to bring to light.
So I grew up, let's say my grandparents were principals and English teachers, and English has always been my favorite subject. So I grew up learning to write poetry. So I love writing poetry. So everything I write about has happened to me or somebody I know. And I actually have a book that's available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
Oh, you do got a butt. What you said? What you say? You got a butt. Is that what you said? That's what she said. She trying to get that little ass butt in her pants.
I'm in the book, y'all. A Poetic Journey. It's available on Amazon.
Yeah, everybody just read about it.
But when you look up, I go under a different, my alias is Poetic Love D. That's my writing name. So that's what it's up under there.
So when I get remarried, she's going to be like,
oh, I can marry you. I'm ordained.
Into that. No, we're not ordaining shit. We're going to be in the dress somewhere.
Oh, okay. I was saying, I can marry you.
Like that. So what we getting in tonight? Like, I know we had something we talked earlier, like, it's going to be 15. I'm excited. Y'all ready to hear it? I looked, the poetry thing too used to write. Ashley, the oldest, in the back. Ashley does a lot of writing. She's got books and books and books of journals. So hopefully she'll grace us with a poem, sort of adding those things in. So we'll see how that works for us. So what's the title of the poem we're doing tonight?
So since the title is Correctly Handling Conflict Increases Closeness in Relationships, I decided to do a poem called Loyalty.
Let's do it. What you mean? You got it?
I got it.
Okay, y'all. Loyalty V.
Okay. Loyalty is defined as being faithful. Faithful means belief and complete trust. Strength relies on your character, so the trust of someone or something is truly a must. Nowadays, society has forgotten the term in its complete meaning. Disloyalty, dishonor, and dishonesty is now what everyone is dreaming. Instead of respecting each other, it's not all about hatred. People smile in your face but talk behind your back. So much fakeness. Sleeping with someone's man or their woman, forgetting all your morals and values, getting caught up in that moment. When that person was supposed to be your best friend who was very close to you. Yet this is the loyal and honorable thing you've decided to do? Just look at what you've gotten out of it. You look and feel so stupid inside. Yet you walk around smiling with your head held up high, acting as if you've been honest and a true friend. Being loyal and honest is where it should begin. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Honor, honesty, and loyalty aren't to be told, must be seen. Each and every day that you live here on this earth, loyalty before dishonor is something that should have been instilled in us since birth. Nowadays, everyone wants to use the term 100. Well, 100 is a percent, and if you're claiming a number, then your understanding is bent. Twisted as well as you being confused. I hate when someone claims to be something they're not and misuse or misrepresent what the term really means. Loyalty before dishonor. This isn't no dream.
Everybody,
Listen,
what I'm doing, my
super
like,
forward.
clap. So of course me, being a logic thinker I am, there's a story behind that. I can feel it. I've lived that story, so I know it's a story behind it, right?
Very much so. It just was a lot of fakeness going on in the world. A lot of fakeness that was in my circle that I had to get rid of. Shake them off. Shake them off.
And now look at her. They're watching you, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
They're watching you, Phil. I'm not saying is the best revenge is to let your enemies see you live well. So let's come on this panel and let's get into this. Of course, we gotta have you grace our presence as well. So y'all know tonight's topic is correctly handling conflict increases closeness in relationships. So Ashley's gonna start off the questions and we about to get into this topic. Y'all ready? Conflict.
First question. What is the best way to connect with your partner following a conflicting situation?
Sex. Oh, my bad.
Absolutely. I was about to say.
I forgive you, girl.
I forget about everything after this. Oh, Lord. Okay, so either that or what's your answer to that question?
I like to talk. I'm a talker. So I like to talk it out and try to come together and figure out what happened. And then, that can lead to the sex. Depending on,
depends on what you say back.
Right.
I'm sorry. Get it, boy. I get it. That was easy.
What you think, Ash?
Me, yes, talking of course, but I'm a music player and a writer, so that's how I'm gonna tell you what's going on.
So depending on what you play in the song, right?
Right.
Whip that trick. Whip that trick. It's whip that trick. Is that what we're saying? Like, what we doing?
From Keisha Cole to Mary J. Blige, whatever the mood is, but also I'm gonna talk it out first. Then you gonna get the music right.
Okay.
You're gonna come in the door with think about it, let it go. Right.
Maybe I deserve
What you say? What's your?
Well, to me, no, correct. Communication, though. You got to communicate. You got to communicate.
What is the best way? Okay.
The best way is communication.
I agree with that. I agree with all of it. But yeah, communication definitely. You can fuck it off for now, but you can't fuck off the problem.
I don't know. It was good though. Oh, hey, I'll change your life. No.
Why did you mess up, girl?
I don't even remember.
Oh yeah, Betty Wright. Oh yeah, now I remember, right? So seriously, I would say I agree with the communication, of course, right? But let's dig a little deeper. So we have this communication that's predicated on the conflict, right? So let's say if we have this conflict is like you going back and forth, and it's always a rebuttal. It's always something. So that tells me with the word conflict that the communication is not effective.
Right.
Because we have conflict. Now, disagreements and conflict are different. Conflict is conflict. So I would say, like, when we say communication, let me ruffle your feathers a little bit. The form of communication, like how did you effectively communicate? Or how was you ineffective? Let's start with this. When you didn't know how to communicate effectively, what did that look like?
Attitude. So I'll walk around acting as if my significant other was supposed to know what was wrong with me. Like, being petty, slamming shit. Here you want, Jenna, here you go. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it was like, and I was like, man, they're not getting me nowhere.
Right.
I was like, I'm too old for that.
Right. Okay. That's honest. That's for
Retire.
Right. Oh yeah. Let's not do that. We didn't. I know. We got that. So, Ashley, what did your communication that wasn't as effective? What did things look like for you?
Not talking, not communicating at all. I just give you your space and I take my space, and if we talk, we talk. If we don't, we don't. And then eventually I started talking.
Okay.
Big fly.
You say what did my bad communication look like?
Yeah, like when it wasn't effective, what did that communication look like before you learned it?
With me, it was
Communication.
like talking and not listening. So for me to have effective communication, I feel like sometimes good communication can mean shutting the hell up for 5 seconds, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You be trying to make your point, like you said, the conflict, these 2 points, we ain't got no common ground, so I'm trying to make my point, but I ain't hearing what you saying, and I think I'm making all the sense in the world, but just like, damn, let me just be quiet for a second and see what's really going on, you know what I mean?
Interesting, because for that to come from the male perspective, I agree, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because traditionally, organically, in line with the way things should be lined up, the head should be able to express what he needs to say.
Right.
And most of the time, I've been in the house where whatever daddy said, whatever grandpa said, whatever the man said, that's what it was. You know what I mean?
Not today.
You know what I mean? But I mean, and this is why we're on this platform. We're taking our life back, right?
Take it back.
When we do it, and with that, that's because even with that, it left the woman feeling like she didn't have a voice, which is why we have the problems, the issues of the status that we have now. Because then remember, i.e., these young women like us on the panel, and my mom and I, we seen how it was handled and how docile the grandmothers and great grandmothers were. Because they respect the man. So, but what the man did is, we keep it out with 100. He took that ego and ran with it. You know what I mean? So, what happens is we have to take accountability for each other. We have to take accountability. So that is very big of you to say, I sat back and I listened, and sometimes I just need to be quiet. You know what I mean? That takes a lot for me to even do. So yeah, that's good.
She said for men, anybody, women too. It takes a lot for a woman to shut up and listen. Sometimes, when you're mad, it's hard for either sex to stop and just shut up and listen. Because they want to prove their point and they want to be right. They don't want to be something. She don't even want to hear it already. She's like, what? That's a man thing. No.
And we being fair, I did not say it was a man thing. I said it was big of him to admit that he fell back. Because as a man, like, it's a lot of times, like, even if I did want to hear something, so it's like, in my head, I'm going in like, okay, I hear him. I'm going to respectfully be like, yeah, we're human. At the end of the day, we can say, you wrong, I'm wrong, he wrong, she wrong, she wrong. the point I'm getting to is, okay, so we know what our faults are. How do we collectively come together to have an understanding that you are different from me, I am different from you? There's a, you know, I get a lot of those things, like somehow how we are so different. And this is why we have conflict, because the male logic is expecting the female psyche to understand him from a logical standpoint.
And vice
a
versa.
logical standpoint, let me get to it. You know how I'm fair.
You just start with the male first.
Because
I'm just saying, I feel offended. I just, you ain't shut up. Shut up and listen. Just listen. Oh, so she ain't listen.
What you say?
What
you say, King? What you say?
There's a microphone over there too, you know.
What you
gotta
say,
do all
King?
that microphone right there. Yeah, I'm right. You said she did that. She came out with a man.
Okay,
Too.
so-
Women be the one that argumentative. Women argue more than men, right? Let's just be real, right? I mean, can we agree to that? So then the woman ain't listening, not the man.
So why would we not agree? Now let's be clear. Depending on per personality of each individual, male or female, and which beast he's feeding. Is he feeding the emotional beast or is he feeding the logical beast? Do we have more water that's emotional in this chart, or do we have more earth that's solid? Like, it's a lot of different moving parts to this. You know, I'll break this shit all the way down, right? But the reason I started with the man is because you the man. Are you mad? You the man.
I'm angry.
I'm angry. Well, shit, what's going on, y'all ladies? Help me. I'm like,
Help if you want to. You step in this line there if you want
Listen,
to.
it depends, because we got some men out there that don't listen to
They
them.
don't.
They got them big egos.
I'm the man.
I know what I'm talking about. I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? I had someone tell me that.
I heard about
Man,
it.
You listen to me. No, you listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. And I'm like,
That's not effective.
Take that to the bed, to the room.
Hey, that's not effective communication, dog. That's not effective
You be
communication.
the man all you want,
Hey, we got a question. Go ahead. We got a question.
So you said that those men that you that told you those things, that I'm the man. Why do you think they told you that?
because they felt as if I wasn't listening to them.
Oh, so can you really fault the man for saying I'm the man if you're not listening to him?
Okay, so I feel like there comes a point in time in a relationship where two people need to listen to one
Who's she
another.
pointing at?
Two people.
Oh,
Two.
I thought she was bad. I should get petty. I know she looked like, I'm sorry.
I just said two people need to listen to one another.
Okay.
Not just the woman listens to the man, but sometimes the man needs to listen to the woman too, because she knows sometimes.
Yeah. And it goes to the approach too. Because if she go to that man shaking her head the way she was, that all that right there. But, you know, she don't do that normally, but now she want to do this when she's talking to the man. You know, she was doing all that right there. Like, we just talk, man. Say what you're saying. Say it with your chest, not with your neck. That's all I'm saying. Make it happen.
This is the thing, you know, everything's a learning process. Again, remember how everybody seen their household grew up. We all grew up seeing different things. So because of that learned behavior, that assault behavior, we're going to handle conflict differently.
You say assault?
I said.
I'm not saying that was something you said. What'd you say?
Don't say
Speak
it.
to it in the mic. You said assault. Make the woman assault the man?
We throw hot water.
I'm just trying to understand.
We throw hot
Help
water.
me understand.
Assault meaning seen behavior. Assault, like assault. Okay, like
Assault?
listen, this country girl don't play.
Right,
Don't
he
play
trying
with
to
my
answer
hey,
your
Listen, let's go to the second question first. We see some conflict.
That's bad
We're
resolution.
together, right? What is the worst conflict you have ever experienced in a relationship? Audience now, hey sisters. So, Ashley, y'all, what's the worst conflict? Yes, a few times. You have experienced in a relationship.
Oh, you got to bring that memory up.
I know, right? I just thought about like.
I just got over my
Let me say,
trauma.
I was going to say, besides, after I had my son, finding out you was really not the man that you said you was. Everything that came after that, like, brought on the conflict. What was the worst conflict?
Cheating, lying.
Well, shoot, we can all say cheating and lying. Probably for me, to be honest.
No, we can.
No, we
Conflict, if you want to get down to like what
Worse.
the domestic violence.
Okay.
That's what did it.
Okay. So, V, what is the worst conflict situation that you have experienced in a relationship?
So,
And I'm sorry, let me say this to y'all, okay? Domestic violence is completely not tolerated. Domestic violence is completely not glorified, and especially on this platform. So let's be clear on that. I am commending all of us that have endured that, encountered those situations, and being very transparent. Because guess what? Somebody watching has encountered that life. Somebody watching is living that life. So understand that even as we, do our thing and laugh and joke, when it comes to that physical abuse and that type thing, this is completely not tolerated. I'm still haven't even addressed losing my father to domestic violence at the hands of his wife just a few months ago. So that's not something. Where are these mosquitoes coming from? That's not
V
something.
brought him in
I like
here.
them smelling good.
That damn poem. That poem brought him in here.
So yeah, let's do that. And I know that I want everybody to be very mindful that this is bringing up past triggers and traumas for people that's dealt with that. He just said they're abusive, things like that. So I just want to make sure that I say that verbally and clearly, so everyone has an understanding that this is not a joke. Okay? So V, Ashley, y'all amazing.
Yeah, my worst conflict definitely was domestic violence. I've been through the worst of it. The very worst. Black eyes, kicked, spit on, set on fire.
You did all that?
No, that was done to me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was done to me.
I'm gonna need you just don't say nothing till this point's over. You, Kevin, don't talk.
No, because it happens both ways, y'all. But it happens both ways. I'm scarred. She said set on fire.
Hold up.
Wait till it's my turn. I can't wait. Go ahead.
She's revisiting a point in her life. So that's why I'm cutting your damn mic out. Cut your mic out. Go, B.
So no, I'm not a violent person. I don't believe in violence. My mom always told me keep your hands to yourself.
I will beat your ass if you put your hands on
me. See? We just talking about that. She jumped right in, right? Okay.
Be quiet.
Okay, I'm shutting
keep
up.
my hands to myself, but definitely domestic violence. That was the worst for me. Worst.
For us.
Is it too much? I mean, I'm gonna share. Are you good with this situation that was the worst was domestic violence for you? So, Chad, what was the worst conflict you've had experience in a relationship?
I think for me it was, and naturally it's probably going to be different for men and women.
No.
Bring the mic to you.
Just said I lost my
He's scared to talk now.
Look at this. This is why we can't have serious topics. Because, Kevin, we got have serious topics when you come my ass.
K-Fox.
Listen, that's what everybody else say. I'm used to Kevin. So let's go.
For me, it was just a point where it's like when you don't feel supported. You know what I'm saying? As a man, as a provider, when you don't feel appreciated and supported, when your home becomes cold and shit like that.
Hey, bring the mic to you. Don't be scared.
I'm not comparing this to, other conflicts.
No, like your conflict is your
We were
hurt.
there.
Right.
Your hurt is your hurt.
To me, that's
yeah, like
like I said, when you're trying to be a provider and things of that nature, and you just don't feel that, like I said, that support, that appreciation is hard. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard for everything else to click in. You know what I mean? So it's like being in a home with no feelings.
And we need a tissue over here.
Like, we just want
absolutely. You know what? Y'all know my motto.
See, don't give me
You about to damn cry over here. Stop crying. Stop crying. You're so about to cry. Get over that shit, man. Oh, okay.
That's the problem right there. That's why men do not share. Sharing is caring. Like, do you not have a heart?
I do.
Okay, you like, because I was thinking about the Wizard of Oz. If I only had, a heart or a brain, that's all I was thinking.
I got a big heart.
So he clearly, that was his conflict. So imagine coming home every day, and instead of getting this warm feeling and this, oh, baby, dinner's ready, go, you take your shoes off, your shoes at the door, all the things that women should be doing for their man, he's coming home to, forget about it, you know what I mean? So who cares about your day, etc. Like, that's a conflict, like, that's an issue. And I'm sure he vocalized it, right? And then y'all got into conflict, correct?
Eventually, like you said, we don't just so freely express what's really on our mind, what I mean? But, at some point, but that's all a part of that conflict, I don't feel this, so now I'm shutting off. Now communication lacking, like a chain effect.
Yeah. So what about you? Player, pimp,
Well, I got to be the player.
no feelings, no emotions.
It's not that look, emotional. He's right, though. You know what I'm saying? If you're not getting that emotional support from that person that you say they love you and supposed to have your backbone, that will make you feel some kind of way. So, physical abuse is definitely something real, but emotional abuse is something that people overlook a lot. And women have a way to get to a man. They know what to say. They know how to hurt the man. It's like, they ain't hit you, though, but they made you feel like a female. You know what I mean? They'll talk down on you. You know what I'm saying? That broke me down. You know what I'm saying? I be want to push every woman I see. Just fuck it. Get off me. I'm just saying, like, it hurts you as a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grown, and you talking like a boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell?
I know my other side is I am her, but I'm not her. I'm not her. I'm not her.
Yes, sir.
So you know what? I'm about to probably get held.
Can we put the camera on him, please?
Oh no!
Do you sure?
Oh no! Don't do
No,
that.
he don't want to be seen. He don't want to be seen. He don't want to be seen.
People, this has been a complaint. They hear voices and don't see people.
They think you a ghost. Come on over here, Casper. Step into the camera, Casper. He want the whole camera crew to turn the camera on his ass. Damn, man, he's special. Come on over here.
Alright, so
Camera over there. The camera, you gotta come over there. Over there, over there. The camera's over there, dog.
I'm gonna be real quick here.
Stand up.
So, attention. No,
Don't act shy now. Come on, the camera.
You been trying to get the camera play all season.
All right, watch. Follow the camera crew. That's right.
For the record, we're keeping it real goes wrong right now at this moment. Nah. But alright, so
to the left.
Alright, so since I'm up here, didn't want to do it this way, but I've actually been on the other side of it that a lot of men don't want to be. Actually, I actually have a scar on my forehead from my ex-wife. So, end of the day, too, that's where communication really does actually mean more than anything. Because at the end of the day, just because you see you got a solid dude that's not going to put his hands on you, don't mean that you should actually try to do that in the first place to him. Because you got some men that is offset, no diss to offset, but they're not going to like rock like that. You might get a different response, But ultimately, talking is always the best thing before things actually get to that situation. If anything, step away and come back and talk later. Just for the hell of it, sex is a great way out there. Peace.
Sex is definitely a good way. Oh, okay. So we have, physical abuse on the female side, and we have emotional abuse on the male side. And which emotional, verbal, I say, would hurt you emotionally, right? And I could say, I know, I've encountered those situations. Domestic, but these things, we have a question over there. My worst situation.
Pass the mic.
Yeah, she had my worst conflict was, I think one is a couple. One, I went to the grocery store one day. My mom actually took me, and I had the kids, and we were in the grocery store for like 3 hours. We women, like, and at that time, everybody had food stamps. I had food stamps. I had like $300-something whole dollars. I'm gone. I'm out, right? We're eating, okay? Get the ride. Mom picked me up. We go to the grocery store, and when I got in the house, as soon as he got packed the groceries and stuff in, and my mom pulled out, I turned around, and dude hit me so hard, I hit the ground.
What you do though? Just out of nowhere?
I don't know. Like he was like after
he was on the wrong aisle.
Grocery store.
Oh shit! And that's the whole shit. Well, she went there. You took yourself there. You took yourself there. Shit. Hey. Woosah. She hurt my damn feelings.
Oh my goodness.
He said wrong aisle. He said wrong aisle.
I was just asking. I wasn't there.
You know what? This was that single. Right.
I've been trying to see the whole picture. That's all I'm saying. If he was in the meat aisle, it's a difference.
What's the difference?
I'm just saying.
So,
all right, go ahead.
I should have been in the frozen food aisle.
You
so
got to be frozen.
Like, you know what? This is.
We're going to give you that mama look.
That church look.
That's that verbal shit I was talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You looking at me like less than. I feel some kind of way, B.
Yeah, but you know, you're not taking into consideration, you're doing emotional abuse. Because we're now opening up triggers.
You trying to tell me this man hit you for no reason? What was going on? I mean, I'm just saying, what was going on?
What do you mean, what was going on? I was trying to feed him. What do you mean?
So you was in the, okay. Hey, he can't defend himself, so I just want to say it. So you telling me you was in the shopping store, he just hit you out of nowhere? There was no conflict, no argument or nothing? Hey, baby, I love you, pal.
He said, when I came on, did you not understand? We know, because everybody clearly we've encountered. That does not have to be a reason. It's all these things be within that person. He was unhappy with himself. It had nothing to do with Tanya. You know what I mean? So clearly I'm feeding you, so you ain't angry or hangry, because I went to the grocery store. And my mom took me. So we're at the grocery store, not like 20 years ago. So everybody got food stamps, the lines is long, Kroger's something like.
So you took too long. That's what he was mad about.
I took too long. I must have been with somebody else. That's not a reason. It's never a reason for somebody to physically.
Oh no, I definitely agree.
Let
I
me
definitely
tell
agree
you,
with that.
one day, my ex was incarcerated, right? Mind you, he got locked up. I had just came home from prison myself. I had nothing. I was starting over, right? He needed $2,400, and that's all I had to bail him out. I said, you know what? I'm going to go get my man out. He was like an hour away, right? So I drove an hour away. Just so happened that day, my mom went and bought a new car. I pull up in the new car. He gets a new car. Oh, bitch, you trying to shine on me? Just spit on me. I done paid $2,400 to get him out and drove an hour away, and we right in front of the police station. So what you think I did?
Was that your first time, though? Was it his first time being physical or aggressive towards you?
No.
Okay, then. That's all I gotta say.
No.
That shouldn't happen. No, what my point is, if he was already aggressive before, you should have been building his ass out. How much more do you got to take?
Okay.
To leave. You have to leave these situations. You can't keep making a fucking excuse for everybody. You have to leave the situation. The man puts hand on you once, he may do it again. But you stayed for the second time, and then now you gonna blow down him. I'm not gonna do that.
Hold on. Y'all doing a little too much. Go ahead, Ashley. Because I was with a man for 7 years. It took him 3 years in the relationship before he started putting his hands on me. Just imagine arguing with him, and you 8-9 months pregnant, he's choking you about the wall, and your kids
Mama would have known, I would have.
and you don't know what the fuck
It's time to leave. That's all I'm saying. It's time to
I
leave.
called the police, I left. But what I'm saying is, even if you do get in that situation, your mind, your heart, loving somebody, you gotta actually physically break that shit.
I know you're saying it's easier said than done. You're in a trance.
So
you're actually in a trance. You don't.
It ain't no different than you getting emotionally abused. It ain't no
Right.
different than you getting emotionally abused. Why are you still there if she's talking crazy to you? Just like I was still there even though he was putting his hands on me. Because I actually was in a relationship where my kids could have a dad. I was actually in a relationship where we was together every day, even though it was bad on some days.
So give him the
I was
mic.
still
I
able
heard
to
he said
have a
something.
family. So
Hey, pass that mic to the back, please.
No,
Oh, we got a question right here. We got a question right here. Let us see what you got to say. You sure?
Another mic.
We ain't
Give him
go
the mic.
ahead.
Turn it up. Give him a mic, please. No, just give him a mic. We got 2 extra mics. Give him a mic. Give her her mic and give him his mic. Give her the mic, please. Turn your mic up. I can't hear you, sir. Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's
Push
all
up.
the way
There you
to the
go.
top, all the way up.
It's on. Go ahead.
We don't hear you at all.
Yeah, come on over here. Bring it over here.
It's near no. She got the other 2. It was 2. She
No,
got
we have 6 mics.
No. We had 2 left for me and him.
Right.
So
They
she
got the
got
2.
one.
Okay, can you hear with that? Give that to her, then we'll rotate. All right, so yeah, y'all can come up with a call. Let me, while we're figuring out the mic thing, yeah, hand them up. It's there. We probably need batteries.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Don't do it. Okay, go ahead.
Hello? Okay.
Hey.
The only thing I said is it's a form of Stockholm syndrome.
Absolutely.
When you're with somebody, you love somebody to control you, you can get your ass beat consistently.
Absolutely.
And abusers of the other people, and they can free themselves, and they never run.
And that's what and thank you for saying that, Deanna. To see, until somebody has had an experience, you don't know what your reaction is going to be. We can watch TV and watch, things happen all the time, and until you're physically in the presence of that experience, you can say what you want to until you have to experience it. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of different moving points, and again, we got to think about what people went through in their past, what they've seen, what they've encountered, what the situation is. I know women. For me, I was lucky enough to have my own stability, so I didn't have to get my ass beat because I needed a roof over my head or because they needed somewhere to stay. I just need to get him out. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of women are, because they are submissive, which is going back to, again, why women are so aggressive now, because women have been placed in situations that cause them to have to say, you know what, this is what I don't want to do again. There's all kind of forms of abuse from the male and the female perspective. This ain't just one-sided. This is both sides. But to say, hey, this is, you should have got out. It's easier said than
It's definitely easier. I've seen it all, too. I used to come home every weekend and see blood on my doorsteps from my mom getting beat. I see my mom jump out of a 3-story window. I see the next day with cast and black eyes. So y'all ain't going to tell me about that bullshit, right? You got to leave. Period. Okay, you talk about I want to have a fucking daddy. The daddy got to be from afar. He has to be from afar. You have to leave that shit.
I moved to a whole other damn place.
You can't make excuses. You got to leave that shit.
It's not excuses. That was experience. What you go through. It's life. They're saying everybody's saying what happened. I experienced it. It's life. You can't do nothing about it. When you do something about it, when you leave. Some people, unfortunately, don't leave in time. I had my mom and my daddy pack up my whole damn apartment. As soon as we found out, my kids right now, straight on the road, cleaned it, unpacked it in like 8 hours, and took off, and it took everything in my power. Dad kept saying, don't go out there, because he knew I was bad. I was killed that. I had family in Georgia, and I was by myself. I think to the point to where it was just controlling.
I think we have a question in the back.
Big question. Go ahead. You got the mic?
And then we're going to go to the next question.
So I was going to say, just to go off of what y'all were talking about, there's no one solution, right?
Right.
At the end of the day, like you said with the blue hat, you're going to be there, you've seen that. I'm sure you, that's your mom. So I knew you were like, hey, look, what you want me to do to him, I'm going to do what you want me to do to him. But you see her keep going back. And the other side, from a female perspective, that's your situation. You're in love. Emotionally, your heart's invested. Love makes you do dumb things, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. At the end of the day, like you said, you just gotta play all cards, you know? Because what I tell people is look, I may not agree with you, but I support you. Right. If I gotta do dumb stuff, I'm gonna do it. There's a time limit though. You know what I'm saying? There's a time limit though. Unless you got somebody to tag, I'm gonna tag team this. Go through your whole circle. Have a solid circle. Right. Because like I said, you're only gonna hear things when you're ready to hear things.
Mm-hmm. Right.
No.
And then it reminds you, we have to have an understanding that, yeah, it sounds good. You should have stayed. You didn't. Old girl stay longer. Dude stay short or whatever. But understand, these are people's experience. This is what your lesson is. We all have to learn by going through this thing, regardless if it's domestic violence, is it financial literacy, is it unstable? Like, are you unstable? Do you have a problem with your finances? Or hey, you might have a drug problem. There's a drinking problem. There's a lying problem. Like this is part of what builds our character. So I don't do the pointing fingers thing and you shoulda, coulda, woulda, because especially being in that situation myself, and I'm pretty strong. I wasn't insecure. There's a lot of things that you could say would cause somebody to stay in a situation like that, and I didn't fit that criteria. It's the experience I had to. So then when you do get something different, you learn to appreciate that as well, because it's not that same thing. Go ahead, sweetie.
I want to mention an abuse that men and women do. Financial abuse.
Financial abuse, absolutely. I definitely agree with that. That's another one of those things. Put the mic up so they can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Both men and women get taken advantage of financially.
Absolutely.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
So what about that abuse?
Man, she steps away.
Right.
Yo, abusing ass. Bring me that mic from her. Give me that mic.
That was a question.
She walked like she abuses, and she walks away.
So, financial abuse is thing. So there was a thing, like, there's actually, when somebody, that's a control factor. That's part of having control. Because, let's say, if the male is the one that makes the money, the female is at the male's mercy. And that's a lot of time how domestic violence even kicks in and starts, because she has no out. Her out is, I got to call my daddy, was probably going to kill him. My daddy and them find out. That's a whole problem. And I know that's what Ashley was thinking, because if I'd have known ahead of time, that would have not happened. You know what I mean? But being financially stable. So there's been a thing going around where the men are finding out that their women, their wives have money on the side, and that's for in case of in case of, we got a question over, in case of a divorce. It's really to have a foundation, because at the end of the day, you really don't know 100% what I'm capable of, because you're not me. You're not my psyche. I really don't know what you 100% capable of. I know what you show me till you show me something different. So is it wrong for me to be prepared to save my damn self? Absolutely not. Is it wrong for you to be okay to save yourself? Absolutely not. So we got to be real when we come to people with this bullshit. And y'all know when I get to cussing, y'all didn't touch the nerve. No. If a woman, it's not so much as she's waiting on an out. So, I can have a side chick. So if the divorce, you can do what you want to, but at the end of the day, not only is that reserved for if things don't go right, and she's 9 times out of 10 the one with the children, because financially you are the provider. That's not just that thing. It's also, what about if you financially are not fit? You lost your job. I'm the support system. So everybody want to look at everything in a negative perspective and just be pointing. Again, we trying to reel it in and say, okay, so that's why you did that thing. Now it makes sense. You know what I mean? We can't keep pointing fingers like nobody, everybody's at fault but ourselves.
All right.
How has toxic relationships affected how you deal with conflict? Are you guarded? We can hit his mic back. How has toxic relationships affected how you deal with conflict? Are you guarded? Okay.
Let me get that mic, Gucci.
V, on the side. How has, slide on the side. V, you want to answer the question?
You want to tell me that?
How has toxic,
What you say?
Don't listen, Kevin.
I ain't even saying I didn't have a mic. What you mean?
She said what you say.
Conflict
don't look good, y'all.
That answered the question right now. What you just say?
Right. That's my guard.
Right.
How has toxic relationships affected how you deal with conflict? Are you guarded?
I'm definitely guarded, unfortunately. But now I am more aware of what I can contribute to turning a situation into toxic. So,
Good, that's good.
do you understand that?
I
You need me to break
understand
it
that.
down?
Hey, break that shit down. You walk like you toxic, but go ahead.
Oh, Lord.
Now she had the toxic walk. You ain't seen the
Oh,
toxic
my
walk?
goodness.
No, I like y'all don't ever see the toxic walk.
What's the toxic walk?
Hey, you walk. Go ahead and walk. Show 'em.
Wow.
I'm just saying, yeah, walk.
Don't follow.
You know what? I'm gonna say
You
this.
know
No,
what?
it's way too much.
Ashley.
I would say how toxic relationships affected me was not looking at me as who I was, not looking at me as a woman. So it put a lot of I couldn't really open myself, but
It stopped. Am I guarded? Yes, I'm guarded because out of the things I went through, I didn't just go through domestic violence. I went through cheating and this and that too.
Damn, you did a lot.
So, it's always the person that got Shorty got a lot going on too. The difference between Kevin and us is that Kevin is not transparent. Let's be very clear on that.
Obviously.
Kevin does not know his truth. Let's be super clear
That's
on
why
that.
he's picking on us.
So let him joke on because that's how he has his shadow side. Your turn, Kevin.
Hell
I ain't gonna be the one.
I'll leave. Period. No, I'm just saying, like for real though, you really have to take away and move. Like you have to lead a situation.
Don't say that again.
You do.
Next question.
the world, we did it.
All right.
Okay?
All right. I don't want no smoke. I don't even want no smoke. Security.
Please, then pick Kevin up. Okay, then give him the question again so they can.
How has toxic relationships affected how you deal with conflict? Are you
And
guarded?
don't lie.
Now I'm guarded the most. You're supposed to be guarded.
What?
Like, if
Oh
you get
my
abused
God.
in a certain way, you're gonna be guarded. Like who's gonna keep getting their ass whooped and not be guarded? Like I'm gonna stick my hand up on purpose when you say something. Just I'm guarded. Like
Okay,
that's
I'm
normal.
gonna touch these. Go. That's normal.
Go ahead,
for you?
McFly.
Okay.
Go ahead, McFly. Now, don't cry this time, nigga. Don't cry.
Tell him you man, because you telling your truth.
I mean, Ruben started
I know
saying he
that's
was
right.
sorry for
Oh,
2004, so I think it's okay.
He said he's sorry.
He's sorry.
So Miss Jackson?
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
They won't even let McFly speak. Go ahead and speak, bro. I got you.
Say the past toxic. How did
Hey, put the mic look.
I get it.
How has toxic relationships affected how you deal with conflict, and are you
Oh
guarded?
yeah. Well, yeah. Once upon a time, I was guarded. You know, coming out of something like that, yeah, I was guarded. But me personally, I didn't learn how to. For me, it's all about self accountability. You know what I'm saying? That shit hurts to do. I call it the long, cold walk to the mirror. But like, once you take that shit and you're like, damn, you know, I did kind of put myself or open myself to certain situations and this and that. So now it's like,
Bring the mic closer to you.
with me, I lost expectations from people. You know, just because I'm like this and I'll do this, I expect him to be the same way, but that's wrong for me.
Right.
So now, no, I'm not guarded. You know what I'm saying? Because if I walk into something, or relationship or whatever, I'm gonna do what I do because I want to do it. And I really don't expect shit back. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Clap, 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 clap. Okay, we got a question.
Hey,
Is that
this
another
is
question?
another mic. What other
Okay,
mic?
listen. So the question was, what was the question?
How has toxic relationships affected how you deal with conflict? Are you guarded?
So now, where I'm at, to be honest, toxic relationships, depending on where the toxicity level is, what type of toxic is it? Is it physical? Is it mental? Is it sexual? Is it verbal? Is it financial? Like what it is? I really don't encounter super toxic relationships, meaning because I now have an understanding that this is a them thing. When somebody hurts you, hurt people hurt people. That's the bottom line. Sounds cliche, but it's true as hell. Hurt people hurt people. So what I learned to do was be a person that no matter what you do to me, I'm going to still show, I'm going to come back with it with some generosity, some gratefulness, some love, some concern, because I understand this ain't Tanya. This is you. Oh, you cheated on me? That's a you thing. You lied to me? That's a you thing. You know what I mean? Like, all these things, that's a you thing. It has nothing to do, because remember, taking accountability.
So it's easy to say, yeah, I slapped you upside your face because you did this or that, and I see you looking at old boy. No, you slapped me because you insecure.
Exactly.
You slapped me because you fucking angry.
Exactly.
You slapped me because you feel less than and inadequate because of whoever you seen walking past that I probably 9 times out of 10 wasn't even looking or interested in. That's a you thing. So I'm going to take accountability for me and what I do and what I'm bringing to the table, whether it be spoiled leftovers or full-fledged feast. We have to take accountability for what we put out here. And once we start taking accountability for that, then we won't have so many toxic relationships because I can say, you know what? Dang, I did call you the N-word. But you know what, babe? I don't know what was wrong with me. I was having a bad day. What I need to do, I need to apologize because that's not, first of all, that's not my character. And secondly, I have no business addressing you as a man in a belittling manner. But only a woman that understands that she needs to take accountability for herself is going to understand that part. So it's not easy to apologize or hold yourself accountable at all for anything. However, that's what adults do. And if you want a successful relationship, you want a healthy relationship, because we're not going to be conflict-free in anything. We should be able to sit down, come together, and say, listen, let's agree. No, you did what? You did? Okay, so you know that wasn't probably the smartest thing to do, right? Yeah, but you know, and I did it because you did. You know what? I see that. I see where that could have went left, etc. And then let's move on so we can grow together. But what you're saying, but being guarded doesn't help or attract your next relationship. So we go at that because you have to heal. And like you were saying, like I'm always guarded because you're not healed. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. You should never walk into a situation. You ain't healed. Nobody said. You just said you going to every relationship.
Healed, though, but I feel healed. Touch me.
Feeling it,
It's a feeling.
No.
Touch me.
Where's the holy oil? You know what I mean? Like, for real. You guarded because you carrying all that baggage. You
And
know what
I
I mean?
should be.
You should be what? Carrying the baggage?
Guarded.
Why? Because you should heal yourself.
Okay.
And then you can have a clear visual of what's going on. And stop
If she
running
do what
from
the
the
last
bag.
person did, I'm
Man,
fucking
get
leaving.
out of here.
I'm
You
gone.
okay? So he's a runner. He's a track star. That's you. You're gonna be running your whole life until you drop dead. Running.
Picture me rolling.
Quick, next question.
I was gonna say this right here. You know,
Unhealthy.
we all been through something was a bit toxic, whatever we feel like that we've been through with individuals in our past, right? We got to stay true to ourselves and who we are as people. You know what I'm saying? Every one of us is individuals, right? And whatever this person did to me, that person did to me, it shouldn't really change me to the next person to look at them and say, you know what?
Say that again.
Let me stop you from doing something that this person did to me.
All
that
like a
this person
duck
did
is
to
a
me.
duck.
Hold on. Let me finish. If this next person ain't did nothing to you, why are you holding them accountable for what the person before them did?
What?
Because she walked like the last duck.
No, that's because
no,
your mind has a blockage that's stunning.
Yeah.
Your mind.
Who the hell are you, Dr. Phil, up in this bitch?
Don't,
You get proud, nigga.
This is what I'm trying to understand
Man to
here.
man.
I'm gonna get personal, right? I've been through some stuff in my marriage. I was married before, and what she did to me for 6 years of not respecting me, listening to me, and let me be a man to the man that I am, right? And I had to fall back and I said, you know what? Do what you do, right? Even though she did those things and I got a new relationship, guess what I did to my new relationship? I'm gonna let her be the woman, right? And I'm gonna let her do what she needs to do. Because I'm not gonna hold her accountable for what my ex-wife did.
If she came through just like the ex did,
But hold on, but
what you
if
gonna
she
do?
started doing the same
You gonna act like she ain't there?
Hold on. But if my new relationship start acting like the same thing my ex-wife did, guess what happened?
Right, what's gonna happen?
Guess what happened? I'm gonna treat her the same way I did my ex-wife.
What you do? You put it in the pocket bag, you put it in the trunk. What you do?
Divorce.
So listen.
She got to go.
These are two different things. So Kevin, what I'm hearing from you,
K-Fox.
boy, man.
She called me a boy. On fucking national TV, she called me a boy. Now I'm hurt. Now I'm hurt. But she said, we got to know how to speak to the man, right? As a queen, right? Now I'm hurt. My mom hurt.
Get a man some tissue.
Boy.
Right, get a man some tissue.
That shit was personal. That was personal.
What I'm hearing, because you know, we have to take something away every week. Everyone has to take something away, and it's a little perplexing for me that you say every situation you handle it the same way. So I need to, in my logical mind, not the emotional right side that you're gonna say I'm coming from as a woman, because you know me enough to know I'm very logical. Listen, how do you walk into a situation treating it like your past life? So what happens is you already coming in for a failed relationship, for a failed situation.
Only failed if she do the same
No.
Only failed if she do the same thing. But if she don't act the same as the past, then it won't be like the past.
You already brought that energy into the situation. You're looking for her to fuck up. You're looking. You listen.
That man voice that said,
Listen, because you have not dealt with anything that made you unhappy in your from this point back, because you know we right now in the moment is why you going in like, you know what, because I've been hurt before. We all been hurt, so we know what that look like, what that feel like. So
yeah, but y'all stayed and y'all hurt.
No, don't play that. Don't play. Don't play.
Picture me rolling.
Don't play.
She stayed in her hurt.
Listen, who stayed and they hurt? Because again, we
make your point.
That's not a joke. Because everybody, all these women up here,
you say like if you had to have a father for your kids, you're gonna stay.
But that was at that time.
Okay, so you stayed and you hurt.
Listen. Is she still in that relationship? No. That was a person. Let's talk about. This is what you get when you haven't dealt with your own shadow side. You're gonna get this. I love you to death, but this is what you're gonna get.
I'm getting off to the sky right now. Everybody against me.
Hurt people. He's going into relationships guarded. If you're guarded, you're blocking a battle. You're guarded, ready to attack. You coming into a relationship with good people that you fucking up because you hurt.
And honestly,
you hurt.
And
you keep running from it. You don't want to go through the process.
I feel like Samuel Adams up in this
I don't do this for play. I do this for real life. Now, everybody wants to run the race. You start at the starting line. Everybody want to go from 1, 2, 3 to straight to the finish line without going through the damn process. Run the damn race. Stop playing. Work on yourself before you put yourself in anybody else's life, situation, experience. That goes for everybody. Because all you're going to do is create another hurt person every time you leave that fucking person.
You said we stayed in a hurt situation. How we stayed all night? Hold on. You said we stayed in a hurt situation.
That's because I'm guarded.
So how
I protect my heart.
Because you unhealed. If we stayed in a hurt situation, you run from situation to situation over, and you doing the same thing.
You're not facing. You're not going through the process. This woman went through the process.
You saw that neck?
She went through the process. Her process was, let me go through this. Let me figure out why I'm accepting this. Let me get out of this. Let me go through this. Let me figure out why I'm in this. Let me get out of this. Let me go through this. Let me figure out why I'm in it. Let me get out of it. Let me get in this. Let me fuck her up. Let me bounce over here. Let me fuck her up. Let me bounce over here. That's what you're doing.
Fuck her
up. Listen to that. No, not right here. Not on the
It's not a day. You don't go. You don't look in the mirror. You're not looking at the mirror. You're not looking at Kevin. Okay, Kevin.
K-Fox.
K-Fox. I'm sorry. You're not looking at Kevin. K-Fox. What is the problem?
Kevin and K-Fox is definitely two different people.
Exactly.
He has definitely.
You need to address Kevin.
Wait a minute. Y'all, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all said, hold on, let's back up. Y'all said, let me fuck her up. Let me get over here. Let me fuck her.
Absolutely,
Let me fuck her.
that.
Let me fuck her. Hold on. Let's get to that. Let's flip the shit, right? Let's flip the shit,
Flip
right?
it.
Y'all seeing it from y'all side, right? And
That's
y'all
they
look at
do.
the man said that he fucking this girl up, he fucking this girl up. You need to understand why he's moving the way he's moving.
Because he's
That- you need to
hurt. Because he's hurt.
No,
hurt
listen,
people hurt
listen.
people. He
Somebody-
just
hold on.
clearly said it himself.
Hold on. Somebody had to hurt him first.
What do we
And it was a
what-
woman. It was a woman.
Okay, we know
It
that.
could have been. It could have
We
been,
know that.
It could have been from his.
It could be his mama. It could
first.
be.
It could have been his mama first.
Because
Hold
remember,
on.
the listen, we know this. We're not saying a woman didn't hurt him. Like what we're saying is he's not going through his process. Your wife hurt you, correct? Correct?
Correct.
Did you heal from it?
I did.
Correct. Your man hurt you, correct?
Correct.
Did you heal from it?
Yes,
No.
I did.
Your man hurt you. Did you heal from it?
Yes.
I'm completely healed. Your woman
This
hurt
shit
you.
sound
Did you
rehearsed.
heal from it?
This sound rehearsed.
Kevin.
What?
The women hurt
agree with you. This is
No,
rehearsed.
this is real. This is
Y'all agree with
real.
y'all. Y'all roll
I
together.
mean, we ain't talking about
Are you
K-pop. I mean, we ain't talking about K-pop.
So you don't
This show is not about K-pop. This show is not about K-pop. It's not about him.
Whoever need help, that's who
No,
this show's for.
no.
If you need help, that's who it's for. Clearly, Kevin need help. And when you start talking like he was talking with everybody wants, that's because he's
You
not.
need help too?
Next question, right? What are your triggers? What's your trigger?
Oh shit! Tapping on the floor. Oh
K-pop.
my God.
What's that?
K-pop.
See what I'm talking about? This is bullshit.
I just play with you. I just play with you. My trigger is disrespect. Any type of
Hey,
disrespect.
we can give him the mic, so we can hear you. What is this question? I'm sorry, dude.
Well, they trying to silence the men on this show.
Listen, give the
They
mic.
silence the men on this
You have a
show.
voice.
I'll talk one at a time.
What is this? So say, what is his question? What was he saying? Because he looked like he was like.
Okay, let me give him the mic. Let me give him the mic.
Yeah, give him the mic, please.
Give him the mic.
Speak your piece, brother. Help me.
How you doing? How you doing here?
Here we go. I'm good. I really feel that when it comes to being hurt, like you said, hurt people, it's a process of time. But at the same time, it's like, how do you, like, why would you put yourself in another relationship while also killing yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Pow.
It doesn't make sense because now,
Yeah, he came with them. They roll together.
you know what I'm saying? Somebody else is like, people are trying to build you up at the same time you also trying to run away while being hurt. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me.
From a male
Okay, look.
perspective.
I'm gonna speak from a male perspective. You can go to a next relationship, right? But you don't expect the next female to act like the last female. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on. Before you say that,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Before you say that,
Moved
so,
on to
why
the
would
next
you get with
relationship
the
thinking that they was going to do the same thing. You
why
said
would
that.
why would you get in that relationship if you still hurt by what the last female did?
You don't.
Now what you're doing is you're putting these emotions on even though she didn't do nothing wrong. It's like getting into a relationship. It's like being in a relationship where somebody cheated on you, and now the minute you get with that person, you're like, hey, let me check your phone real quick before we start this relationship.
Right.
Why would you do that to yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Security.
Because
He got to go.
No,
He is not for me. He is for the out. He is out.
to the chapel. We
Hey, can I
gonna get married. No, for real. That's what I said. Like in a perfect because listen,
Can I play devil's advocate though?
it's right.
Hey, can I play devil's
Go ahead.
advocate right now? So check this out. Let's say I got a relationship, my feelings was hurt, right? Alright, so yeah, I stayed maybe 2 weekends at the house, right? Now I'm bored, okay?
here we go.
I know where everything is at, where it's gonna be lit, people gonna be at. I'm gonna dress clean, I know people gonna look clean. Alright, so I start talking because I'm bored, doing the conversation. You know what? I'm doing nice things because I'm still trying to be nice. I'm hurt, but I'm still a nice person, right? So she thinks it's a relationship. I'm like, well, we just chilling because we ain't had no conversation. So, like, who's telling the story after that?
Please,
We got a fucking genius in the building. We got a genius in the building. We got a genius in the building. You are a philosopher. You are a philosopher.
Okay, one at a time.
I love my little big brother more than anything, right? And I understand what he's saying. But at the same time, it's like you have a certain. if you have a certain expectation of how you feel things are going to go, that's how you need to explain things in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, I'm about to marry him and I don't even know him.
And I understand that this isn't a perfect world, so not everything is going to come out in the beginning, but at the same time, it's like, if you really feel that you don't want to be hurt, or you don't want to go through, the same type of relationship problem, these are things that you bring out in the beginning. Like, hey, these are things that you line up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like when you do homework, you set an outline before you finish the project. You feel what I'm saying?
Brother.
Cut off his mic. Cut off his mic.
Everybody give him a round of applause.
Oh, that's a in a perfect world. In a perfect world.
It don't have to be perfect. Not about perfect. If you know what you want to do with somebody, you're going to communicate that in the beginning. I always tell somebody, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. If we're going to say that about each other and both get down to the nitty-gritty and figure out what we're going to do, then that's what it is. But what he said, well, who's going to write the story? We both write the story if we ain't saying shit to each other. If we both just waking up messing with each other,
Braille.
We ain't doing exactly. We both good.
Oh, man.
So because what he was saying, what to piggyback in turn, so, you know, the first thing is you have not taken accountability for you wasn't in a good place to be going. I don't care if you're bored or not. You know what I mean? What's your boredom? You're supposed to sit back and take that time and process what you just encountered. So then now you're going out as a hurt individual, going amongst other people. Now listen, now remind you, everything is energy, right? So what you attracted was a woman that was a healer, and you didn't even know it. So instead of you allowing her to heal you, you took that for granted and you hurt the healer. Please. Absolutely.
Now he wants to switch sides. He's going to run aside the whole damn show.
Now we got a question. So listen, when again, understand what he said. We're dictating this out of what he said his movement was. And he said devil's advocate, and I only heard one side, and that was Lucifer. So now he didn't even go to the other side. We got a question right, but this for real, for understand, we have to take full accountability. I'm a widow, right? I am not getting into a solid relationship, or did not, no matter how many men wanted to, and there's people here that know. Dude, like I heard this man, not intentionally, I heard him because he wanted to hear what he wanted to hear. I am not ready. I didn't say let's play house and we're seeing each other and we cooking and we cleaning and we taking the kids shopping and we going on trips and all this shit without him being clear that I'm not healed, I'm not ready. But he felt in his own mind space, I can heal her. Only person can heal you is yourself. So now that I'm ready, now this, hey, I'm ready for something. I'm dating with a purpose. If your purpose is not to move to a higher level commitment, I ain't the pretty chick for you. It's simple.
You was one of the few women that did understand that. A lot of women don't understand what you just said. You may have to repeat that.
Okay, I think they got it.
Well, he be switching sides.
Okay, you got a question.
Hold on, that was some deep shit. This is too long. I want 20 minutes later.
I just want to say to what he said, as far as there is no conversation, and then we just feel like we're in a relationship and we never had the conversation. Well, don't treat me like we're in a relationship. When I'm at your house,
he's supposed to treat you good.
We're going to hit that front door rub on my side.
You like you're in a relationship.
Be my friend. Be my friend.
Two different things.
So then, guess what? You already know women are we emotional creatures, period.
Right.
And if we are vulnerable, and we might be open to it, and you are not. Be that clear. Don't be rubbing on my goddamn side. If I was a stock and I didn't have the respect for myself, I wouldn't be letting you rub on me anyway. So I see some type of value in your ass. So if you don't want to fuck with me like that, don't touch me like that. Be my friend and pass the blunt.
That's right. Too many people are.
Too many people are doing it without actually talking about what they're going to do, if they're going to be relationship or if they're just chilling.
That's definitely going to be a next topic, you guys, because that is a whole different topic that we will touch on. We may even do that next week, because it's definitely a topic that needs to be addressed. So everybody walking around here trying to act like they want higher levels of commitment without the damn commitment so y'all can get in and out. So we're not doing that. So, how do you handle conflict?
I got something to say.
Okay.
One is.
Can we give her the mic? She got something to say.
One is.
Come on, get to the mic.
One is, because everybody just keep talking about they being hurt, and just because they hurt, they're not going to talk to other people, which I disagree, because yes, you hurt, but that does not mean you're not still going to be mingling and getting to know other people because you hurt, because everybody do that. You still mingle, like, even though you're a widow, you still mingling with other people. That's a you thing. Like, you don't have to jump into them because you know you hurt it. You just mingling. Like, everybody do that. Two, on all jokes aside, Kevin, like, are you really healed or, like, no, that's that. After that, next question, like, are you really healed? Like, do you feel like you're really healed or no?
Wow.
Come on, Kevin.
Kevin, are you healed, Kevin?
That's why there's so many
Are you healed?
Yes or
Can you say that answer? Yeah, Kevin, are you healed?
All jokes
I
am 1,000% healed.
Okay.
All I'm saying is when you run across another female and they act the same way, you are going to remember this shit. Like, yo, the last time the same shit. That's called a defense mechanism.
Which answered the question already.
Yes or no?
Who keep getting hurt, nigga? Who keep getting hurt?
You said yes, you was healed.
I just know Boston and Miami Heat's playing, so I need y'all to come on.
So, you said you healed, right? We're going to break it down. You said you was healed. However, you keep going into situations hurting people and running, So you're going to say you don't hurt good people. They ain't got, without a trigger, without them reflecting anything that you in your mind, that you have not communicated to her or them that was wrong. Like, you really think that it's okay to move like that.
At the end of the day, that's how he feels. You can't change it.
I can't, they ain't about changing, but there's a lesson that needs to be learned.
Hey, you gonna learn it?
How do you handle conflict? Well, no, let's do, what are your triggers? Let's start with you. No, nobody did. We didn't. He was supposed to, but we cut it off. Yeah. Something happened.
Like I said, I'm pretty healed, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really, you know.
You said no trigger?
No shit really gets me like that no more. You know what I mean?
No triggers. Okay.
No.
Anybody? We got a mic over.
Yo, I was just gonna add one thing. Like, what if you're like an extrovert and you're not fully healed?
What difference? Yeah, what difference does it make?
The reason why I say that because, like she was saying, just to piggyback on that, like, let's just say I got a relationship and my feelings are hurt. I'm still gonna go out because I feel comfortable mingling among people.
Okay. Yeah. So again, and I think your brother's gonna say that again. Your responsibility to yourself and others is to heal, brother. Like, I don't care if you're extrovert, invert, insert, outsert. Your job is to heal. Because remind you, this is a lesson. People don't understand because we're not taught in school about self-love, healing, shadow sides, lessons, karma. It's a lot of things spiritually we're not taught. We're taught the basic fundamentals to go and work for somebody. You have to heal. Because once you heal, remember, I'm a big believer. I can't see him like Ruth said. Thank you. I always say you don't attract what you want. You attract what you reflect. If you going out here and you unhealed, you're going to attract other unhealed people. If you're going out here and you toxic, you're going to attract other toxic people. Will you get higher vibrating people in that? Yeah, because they're sent to pull you back in so that you in turn can work on yourself. So when y'all go out here and y'all feeling like I'm the man when I walk through, I ain't got to deal with this, oh girl hurt me, let me put my chest and I'm going to go to the next chick, you just brought that into somebody else's life that did not only did she not deserve it, but on top of that, you're now leaving this junk in another household, in another situation.
So yeah, introvert or extrovert, you have to heal yourself before you step back out there. And Maisha said, widow or not, when I wasn't ready, I wasn't ready. Now that I'm ready because I wasn't healed.
You were still mingling. Everybody got their own version of healed, but
it doesn't make it right.
You were still trying to get to know other people.
But no, but you get to know somebody and you damage. You damage.
I go through, I still try to
Is that right? Yeah. Okay, if you want all those toxic energies, then the best person, get off of one person, roll on another one, and then y'all got all of these strings attached. But okay, again, it doesn't. Because you don't want to work on yourself. You don't want to go through the process.
That's not true.
You gotta mingle to get a relationship. You don't need to be in a relationship. You're not healed.
So, real quick. I got a question for y'all.
She said everybody has a different way of healing, but they still
mingle. Yes.
Okay. Your healing. I think that brother wanted to say something. Your healing starts with you. Everybody knows.
Yeah, but that's because you say a person to get
Too many voices. Okay, hold on. One at a time. Listen, we're not talking about if you're healed, when you're healed. We're talking about going out into the masses unhealed. Point blank period, right? Listen, you're supposed to work on yourself. Listen, let me ask you this. This is simple. Because what we do is we make excuses so that we don't have to judge what's going on. Sometimes you isolate yourself. Sometimes you don't have to. This is called hermit mode. Let me tell you something. You're still healing in your own way. Let me tell you, hermit mode is for a reason. Because there's no way you got outside distractions. So if you have outside distractions, which is purposeful, because remember, the brain does self-preservation. The brain's job is to keep you from feeling that hurt again, right? So what does it do? Let me go out, and let me go, and let me see that I still got it. Let me not work on the self-hurt. Because once you face it, again, that's not what we're talking about. I didn't say that. You said, why could you go, wait a minute. You said, why could you not be healing and go amongst other people? You mingle? That's what you said.
I said you can still heal and mingle.
That's what I just said.
You saying you gotta heal first before you mingle.
You ain't healed, you sit your ass in the closet.
You ain't healed.
We all still healing.
You still get bored. You still want to get out. Listen, let me let Jabba take the mic real quick. Okay, Jabba. So, because I think you are, and I don't know the brother in the back. So, if you're going through a healing process, right? Because this is going to conflict. This is why conflict resolution is so hard to manipulate relationships, because we hear what the hell we want to hear and we do what we want to do. We don't do what's really best for us and or the other person. No matter how y'all slice this shit up, if you are hurting, you have no business putting yourself in somebody else's energy. Period. I don't care now. Healing and hurting. If you're healing, you're healing. Listen, let me help you with etymology. If you're healing, you're healing from what? Listen, if you're healing, we're not talking about what we're healing from. We didn't say so. We said healing. Listen, very good in psychology. If you're healing from what? A hurt.
From anything.
It don't matter. It don't matter. You're not understanding.
That's not going to
It doesn't stop you from being around people. So it's good. Okay. Again, this is why we have unhealthy relationships and why people don't be able to effectively have success.
So you telling me I'm hurt, right? I'm hurt. I ain't supposed to say nothing. I'm supposed to sit in the closet by myself. You need to get out and mingle. You need to get out and talk to people. Because I'm hurt.
You can go and heal yourself, but at the same time, while you healing yourself, sometimes you do close people off, but you still do communicate with people.
You can still heal and go in hermit mode and come up and communicate with people and still go through those lessons. Y'all minimize what to go through and what not to go through.
All right.
Okay, come up with what.
Hey, get in the camera. I want you to see you. Hey, step in the camera. Step in the camera.
So, if I may, real quick, I want to say this. I 1,000% agree with something that Tanya said. If y'all rewind just a little bit, talking about doing with yourself. If y'all remember, that goes back to last week when I was talking about, end of the day, before you can love anybody else, just put it in the most simple way possible. Because she really just laid it out. But I meant to say last week. You can't love somebody until you love yourself. Period. Until you understand what love is, what it means to love yourself, you can't put that energy into someone. You can't see them past their flaws, right? So, like, all this extra stuff don't even matter. Like, end of the day, when we talk about relationships and communication, you gotta keep it 10 toes down like you want it to be given to you. You can't play games that you know you don't want played on you. You can't do things you don't want done to you. And a lot of times in relationships, we get comfortable and we think we can just do whatever the heck we want to because it feels good at the moment and we think we got control. Yeah, they're not going to mind if I do this, but end of the day, how would you feel if that was done to you?
If you hurt, you don't even feel it. If we keep it at 100,
but that's
if you hurt, you don't even feel it.
But that's again where I agree with you. But if I may tell you, that's where I was talking about. I agree with you because you again can't love somebody until you love yourself. So therefore, you have to be at that point where you are cool of whatever's happened to you before and be able to put your time and your energy towards whatever the situation is here and realize that they might make mistakes and still loving them past that. I'm going to pass the mic off that.
Okay,
Thank
brother
you.
in the
Thank
back.
you, man. Thank you.
Brother in the back.
Boy.
Can you get spots? Yeah. And then I'm gonna do the last closing question, and I'm gonna be looking forward to you guys coming back next week because I love it. Y'all in the back. I love it, love it, love it. What's your question, sir?
It's not really a question. It's going to be a statement. Back to my point about setting your boundaries. I understand that you want to that and most people do want to get out and mingle because you feel like that's the best way to be. So you want to be out. You know what I'm saying? You want to be out there. You want to throw yourself back in the game and do what you got to do. There's nothing wrong with throwing yourself back out there. The point of the matter is that you cannot you can't face somebody and be like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing myself out there without explaining yourself in the first place. Just throwing yourself out there, mingling and whatnot, you giving the wrong signals to everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Like you. The thing is, what I'm trying to say is that when you tell somebody how you feel up front, you know what I'm saying? It's their choice whether they want to continue or not. You know what I'm saying? You can catch feelings. Everybody catches feelings. At some point in time, somebody's gonna catch feelings. As long as you have that parameter set, like, hey, look, I'm just mingling. What's the problem, right?
Okay, so
that's all I've been saying the whole show.
Thank you for that.
What? Like, I really do feel that though. If you trying to heal yourself, you know what I'm saying, mingling is probably the worst thing you can do for yourself. But like I said, nobody's perfect though. Okay. Nobody's perfect though. So you're gonna do what you're gonna do either way. Like you're gonna be out there either way.
I refuse. I'm not going to be hurt in pain sitting there by my damn self.
That's why you not
That don't make sense. I'm going to talk to somebody to help me. Intervention, nigga. Intervention.
Listen. Intervention and you going out mingling, right. Intervention and you really taking, even if you took the time. Everybody be quick to say, oh, you hurt, let's go out. Let's go mingle. Let's talk to the next person. Oh, this dude cheated on you, get up on another one.
That's
So
toxic.
why
Hey,
get up on the next mingle if y'all would say that if somebody
You ever
was
try to
so
mingle with the therapist?
So right, please. Because if your even your therapist
even
gonna
if you are hurt, if you can go tell somebody, oh, that's
So we're mingle with somebody else because people say that. People do that. And remind people announce that even in this room, everybody will tell you, oh, don't worry about him. If he hurt you, it's another man out here, it's another woman out here. So even if you are hurt or not, you're still going to mingle. You can go in hermit mode, you can heal yourself, but you still need somebody to talk to. You still need somebody to help you heal. So listen, right, it don't have to be a relationship. It can just be somebody saying, hey, I realize this about myself. And that's why they deal with y'all and they be hurt. Let me talk to you about how I feel about myself. So listen, we're not about catching feelings. It's about if that person can be there for you to help you. Okay, first of all, let's be real and let's not mix everything that we're saying together, because clearly, right, when we started out saying somebody not being healed, and it's okay to not be healed and start inserting yourself in people's. Listen, this is everything everybody just said. Most of us have said it's okay. I'm hurt. I'm going out and I'm mingling. I see somebody nice. I'm nice. I'm hurt, but it's okay for me to go out. It's okay for you to heal and be around other people and mingle. It's okay. Listen, ain't no way you can be in hermit mode, which means to yourself. Working on yourself, your inner self, your highest self. There's no way you can be in hermit mode and be an extrovert at the same time. It doesn't work like that, right? So what happens is, one, if you're gonna track what you reflect, you're gonna go at, girl, they said what? He did what? Come on, we going out. She's just as low as I am. Because I do that though. That's the thing. That's what we're doing. Listen. It's what we're doing, right? That's what y'all doing.
So can
say me. Listen, we're all doing it. No, all doing it. Well, if she called you and said, oh, my boyfriend hurt me, and she said, let's go out, you're going out.
Put on your hard dress, girl. Let's go.
I didn't go nowhere.
Now y'all want to sit outside by yourself.
This might have been real good, but you done did it before. Everybody,
I'm living my best life.
everything happened traumatically. What was we doing? We was going the fuck out. Okay, did that mean it was right? Did it mean? No, there's some times you might not have healed at that point, but you even been in hermit mode yourself. So at some point, so listen, again, wait. So at some point, everybody, at some point, you have to say, you know what? I now, as an adult, am going to take accountability for my shortcomings and where I need to work on myself. Didn't anybody say, no, nobody goes out when they hurt? That's not what we said, right? What we said is that's what you should not be doing. You should be working on yourself. So let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this question. Work on yourself. Let me ask y'all this.
By the end of the day, if somebody wants to go out, they're going to go out. So you, even if you are in hermit mode, listen, again,
let me tell y'all
3
something.
weeks, 4 weeks, a month.
This is why I'm very selective about who I'm going to allow lead me. Because the man in my life should have enough knowledge and understanding to know that his woman's hurt. You know what, baby? You just lost your mama. I don't think you and Raven them should be hanging out. Like, we have to start to listen.
Now you gonna say he's trying to control you.
Listen, I can say that, and I did, because it's the truth. You can't expect. Nobody said, oh, we had Corona. People went out, we did that, okay, we did that. However, what we're not doing is saying, you know what? I did do that shit, but that wasn't the right thing to do. I did do that. There's no way I'm healing while I'm hanging out. And then at some point, and y'all know I did it, when I lost my husband, what did we do? I went out. And until you know why? Because I was running from the process.
Man,
that does not make it right.
Right there. Listen.
I was running from the process. So when you hurt and you're going down and you're going and you're going, you're trying to make sure that your brain does not stop so it can deal with what it's going through. So when I sat my ass down and I wanted to go through the hurt and I wanted to go through the process, I stopped running.
Man, that's it.
You're going from the starting line straight to the finish line without going through the damn race. Period.
Man, that's some real shit, right? So listen,
It's a race. It's a race. It don't make it right. That's why everybody's unhealthy. That's why the majority of us are broken. That's why the majority of us are making excuses. Because we don't want to take the time to take accountability.
It's real.
Ain't no one way to run a race. If you're doing 100 dash, you're not doing a 50 mile. If you're doing a hurdle, you ain't doing a 300 yard. If everything has a time and a place, and you're running around, you're playing with yourself, you're playing with your parents, and you're playing with other people.
Right there, that's the realest shit. I totally agree.
Everybody heal different.
Everybody does. We're not talking about that. That's not. We're not talking about that. So everybody said the same thing. Everybody that said the same thing, and we just jump back and forth. All right, one last question.
Okay, listen.
What? Go ahead.
I just want to say I'm a witness to everything that you're saying, and I'm a man, and you're a woman, right? I'm a witness because what I went through in my marriage, right? I took 2 years and didn't go out date nothing. But thanks to COVID, it's the reason I did do it. But if it wasn't for COVID, I would have probably went out like everybody else said, right? COVID set my ass down, and I had time to think. I had time to think and sit up at the 4 walls, right? COVID helped me, but that was that process that I needed. Is what you're talking about. That's why I can relate to what you're saying as a man.
Everybody has took that process, though. That's what we're saying. Everybody has took that process in their own way. Everybody never said that they not sit down and take the process.
I'm healed.
Everybody has said it.
No, I'm just saying.
Go ahead,
We gotta think that age plays a factor in it.
Absolutely.
So if you and I have 20-year-olds. I think that hot going out gonna help heal.
She going out with us. We taking that.
So we talking about you hurt, and this is when you're hurt. Like when you're hurting in a relationship, when you're hurting from a death of a family member, you have to heal. Going out, let's just say I'm in a relationship and he just break my heart, and I'm just hurt, right? My girl called me, hey, let's go. I'll go out. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'll be sad. Every nigga gonna look like him. I'm gonna be thinking like, damn, I want to try with him.
So is you put a
I'm not
defense
healing,
mechanism up,
right? I'm not healing.
That's all I was saying.
She didn't say she put her defense mechanism. She said
What's
she's
she doing
going
then?
to attract him. She's thinking about that process.
So
that's why she has no business going out.
I just have a question.
The experience don't leave you because you go out. The fucking experience follows you out.
Exactly.
Period.
That's what I'm saying.
I got a question.
It's complicated.
What I said was, it's not about accountability. What I said was, what Maisha said from the beginning, everybody heals different, and once you heal different, you still mingle. So we never said that it was not okay to not go in hermit mode and then still mingle. What she said was, once you get done going through your different phases, yes, she did. That's what she said, word for word. She said everybody heals differently.
She piggybacked off of him and said, why can't you still mingle while you going through your process?
I got a question though.
Go ahead.
Everybody does heal differently, but I have a question for you. This is a real shit. How many times have you went out and mingled, and the person you mingled with been in the same situation?
Exactly.
Oh, you heard?
Everybody.
Because you were I just wanted to make sure.
That's the whole club.
If you hurt and I'm hurt too, that means I'm a predator and I'm coming for you. And next thing you know, you hurt again. That's all. That's it.
I just want to say
that's all I want to say.
You don't have no point, but I'm going to give it to you anyway.
We're not talking about attracting a person. That's fact. You attract what you reflect. So why would you want to go out and attract another? Like, that's why you don't never go out to attract somebody. You got to
attracting healed people.
Right.
You're not attracting healed people.
Why do you have to go out to attract somebody? Why can't you
But
go
this is
out
what the comes to enjoy your damn self to get ocean to you.
Somebody's
You don't
going to walk up to
nobody
you.
to go get nobody. You ain't gotta go get nobody to go out with your girl and enjoy yourself.
Somebody is going to walk up to you.
Exactly.
Somebody is going to walk up to you.
And that's
Law of
when
attraction.
that's when you say no, thank you.
You're not
Okay.
going to
That's what you say. It's the right time. Right, it's the right time.
You're not going to say no thank you.
Yes, I am, because I'm going to be true to myself. I'm going to be true to myself. So if I know that I'm not ready, I'm
both of y'all hurt.
no.
Both of y'all hurt. Let's heal together type shit. That's all I'm saying. Law of attraction states that if somebody walks up to you that you were attracted to, that somebody comes up to you, you are definitely going to say yes. You definitely going to get that phone number. That's just law of attraction. That's how that works.
Let me tell you something. I'm not, because we're going to close out.
That's how that works.
People there all the time. Let me tell you something. Because I'm ready to close. Let me give y'all an example. And I'm not going to say no names, and that's to put my business out there. Let me tell you something how powerful. When I say hurt people, y'all playing around like I don't want hurt people in my space because they're set out to do just what he said, be predators. Because you know how your grandmama and mom say misery loves company, right? I got a phone call by somebody that wasn't going to tell me shit 2 days prior. The day they got hurt and they was at their lowest, they called me and told me a whole bunch of shit I didn't even need to know are here. You know why? Because they was hurt and they wanted me to hurt too. So did they accomplish that thing? They did. Fucked up everything. But again, it's come from a hurt place. So you have to be careful about where you are in that place in your life. Because it's not just about you. It's about you and the people you come in encounter with. You're going to hurt them too. That's all I'm saying. Well, we're going to close out. Hey, hope to see you guys next week. It was amazing.
Thank you.
Need you on the panel?
Yes.
We do. Need you on the panel?
I might go do
Well, yeah, you're going to have to call. Maisha, get the information. Get that information, Maisha.
Both of them.
Yeah, we good for next week. Yes, I love that they got two. I love it. Yeah, they great minds. They really are. Get up, go that way and get the information. So, Jabba, we're gonna close out.
Okay, just closing out. Like you said earlier, this is it's a process and it's a race, and the process of healing ain't just one thing. It ain't just going out. It ain't just this, but it's definitely getting to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Only, when the caterpillar go in the cocoon, it's only one caterpillar at a time.
But in order to transform
you cannot become that butterfly
without going into the cocoon.
To yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That was a good analogy. Listen, y'all, listen. We're coming back. I think, he looking crazy in the mud. He's like, what did you better not cut this mic off on me? We got to close out. What you got to say, Steve?
So, if I...
Because,
All right, let's go. You don't need to close out no show. That's the whole
he's
truth.
not. What is that? Right.
He's talking all damn night. What the hell?
No, I just want to say this because, for real, y'all know who I am. I love this show. You see me on the regular, right?
And I appreciate you. We appreciate you, right?
But she really giving y'all facts right now. Like, y'all need to really listen to what she was just saying. Yes. Like, when it comes down, just simply putting it as simple as this. You gotta work on yourself. That's more than just like at the surface level. Okay, I see what I could have done. No, take a screenshot, have you right of yourself. What you did as a flaw, and actually apply that and make yourself better. And actually, we talk about challenges, right? I'm gonna land on this. So I can be long-winded. Y'all know that.
Kissy.
But we talk about challenges. Make that a challenge to do better for yourself, because I promise, and y'all know that this is what you were saying. When you've mastered yourself, right?
Absolutely.
And you're putting that energy that you want put into you, and then somebody else. If they got one, they're gonna pick up on that and give you the same thing back.
Facts. Everybody come up here to the camera, everybody. Listen. Right, stand up on everybody. I want to thank everybody. Thank you for performing. Absolutely. Thank you for the spoken word. And actually, we appreciate it. Raise your hand, come up here and show. You already know.